Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Nanny News. It's your host, Ashley Cunningham, aka Nanny Announcements. And are y'all ready for this episode? This episode is about 10 things I wish I knew before I came a nanny. We all know there are some things that we wish we would have known before we signed a little dotted line on them contracts. Sit back, relax, and get ready for another juicy episode of Nanny News. Sponsor for today is C.is.for.crafty. C.is.for.crafty is a Etsy shop. She customizes doormats. And y'all, can I tell y'all something? This business means the world to me because it is my sister's business. My sister customizes doormats. Let me get mine. This is ours. Excuse the foul language. I'm sorry. I know I don't cuss on my show, but we gonna cuss today. Ours says leave the BS at the door, and she can customize any type of mat that you would like. She can put your logo on there. She can put your name on there. She can put your family's name on there. She could say, she could put your favorite affirmation. So when you walk in and out your house every day, you see that affirmation. It could be anything that you ever want. The girl could put in there. It could be any color, anything you like. These mats are very, very durable and very thick. The paint that she used don't just come off after one rain, baby. It holds on all types of different weathers, because we all know that Mother Nature is very serious right now. So if you would like a custom made doormat for your business, for your house, a business that needs one, a family member that needs one, hit up C.is.for.crafty. I will drop her Etsy link below in the comment section so you can go to her business. Also, I will make a special post on my Nanny Announcements page so you can click her Instagram page as well. This is her name, C.is.for.crafty. And go check it out, okay? And if you would like to have your business sponsored here on Nanny News, go to our Instagram page, Nanny Announcements, and click that sponsor membership button in the bio. Each membership is running for $25 right now. You get a 3 to 5 minutes segment in my episode, and also a special post or reel on my Instagram page as well. This is a great way to get your business out there, get your name out there, because I got some great subscribers that are always willing to show some love. All right, y'all ready to get back to the juice? Okay, let's get back to it. Alrighty, guys. So 10 things you wish you would have known before you came a nanny. Now, being a nanny, you can't just walk into this business like a lot of people just do, right? And I ain't gonna lie, y'all, I probably was one of them people that just kind of walked into the business. I've only been a nanny for exactly 4 years this month. And I walked into this industry, actually. I'm sorry, not a business, this industry, thinking that, okay, I got this because, I have a degree in childcare. I have, childcare experience, daycare childcare experience. Like, all right, then it got to be a piece of cake. I laugh at that now because little do I know, I wish I would have known some things before I just walked into this industry. So I want to help y'all out. 10 things I wish I would have known before I came a nanny. Number 1, the more you know, the more you get paid. Ain't that the truth, baby? The more you know, the more you get paid. It's kind of like life. The more you know, the more smarter you are, the more successful you are, right? The more you know, the more you get paid in the nanny industry. The more trainings you have, the more conferences you got underneath your belt, the more experience you have, the more you're going to get that pay. Okay, so if you got, I only got 4 years of experience, but I got a degree in child family development. I have 6 years prior child care experience, even though it's not a nanny experience. I've had trainings done. I've taken classes. Baby, I'm just keep rising my horizon. You have to continue learning things as you go, and I'm telling you all, these high profile families, they want all the knowledge that you can get. They want to see that resume look good, baby. All right, that resume is everything. So the more you know, the more you get paid. Reason number 2, being paid underneath the table can have a negative consequence. Baby, this one I had to learn so hard. Oh, man. Okay. Yeah, y'all, getting paid underneath the table is so nice. I mean, so nice. I mean, you get all your money. All the hard working money that you paid for, that you work for, you get. But as we all know right now, we're in a good old what? Tax season, right? So it comes to tax season and good old IRS is knocking on your door like, so what'd you do last year? Who did you work for? Why aren't you giving me my money? Yeah, it gets real when it comes to tax season if you're getting paid underneath the table. Do not get paid underneath the table. How you going to show proof for all the hard work that you done did? You can't. So, don't get paid underneath the table, even though it's super nice. I know it is. Trust me. I did it for 2 years. Learned my lessons. Hard. Okay? Hard. Baby, we on top now. We on top. Okay? We legal. I tell everybody, I'm legal now, which is, it's a joke. But, I mean, it's for real, though. Like, you're not legal unless you're on top of the table. And don't get paid underneath the table. Okay? Reason number 3, don't expect to get insurance through your work. Yeah, you can't expect these parents just to be like, oh yeah, we got insurance for you, even though that they're your employer. Baby, they ain't got no. They worry about their little kids' insurance, their insurance, and that's it. You have to worry about yourself as a nanny. You are your own HR. You worry about what insurance you have to go through, how much insurance is going to be, how to find insurance for yourself, how to read insurance policies by yourself. There isn't nobody out there that's going to help you but yourself. You have to learn how to ask these families for money for insurance because, yes, these families should be paying us. We should be getting health insurance and insurance through work. But y'all know we don't. So you have to learn how to put that through your own contract. This is something I wish I would have known because I started being a nanny with my parents' insurance because I was just hitting 25. And then that good old 26 hit me. And baby, I'm just gonna let y'all know, for a whole year I didn't have insurance because I was learning. I didn't know how to I was in the middle of a contract and didn't know how to ask for insurance. Like, it was just backstory, baby. I've learned. Okay, we got insurance now. We got money coming in for insurance, so we good. But let me just learn from my experience. Ask your employers for insurance. That could be car insurance. That's health insurance. That's liability insurance. That's all the insurances that you need to be. It's the dental insurance, vision insurance, maybe ask it all. Maybe add up a price and maybe divide it maybe by half. Like, you pay half, they pay half, or they pay 3/4, you pay, a quarter. They pay a quarter, you pay 3/4. Whatever you want to put it in as your budget. They pay for it all. That's my way. But whatever you guys want to do it as, but make sure y'all get insurance through your work. Don't expect it, but make sure you get it, okay? All right. Reason number 4. You will get more emotionally attached to the kids than you think. I didn't know this when I worked in the nanny industry because I'm not going to lie, y'all. Like, working in the daycare life, I mean, yeah, I got attached to my babies, but I also was ready to see them get out of my classroom and go to the next classroom, especially the ones that tested me every day. But being a nanny, they don't really tell you how close you get with those kids. You literally work one-on-one with them kids every single day. And you just don't realize how close you get with them until it's time to go. And you got to say your goodbyes. And then you kind of going home thinking about them babies like they your own. Like, you get attached and you worry about everything. Like, when they hurt, you hurt. When they sad, you sad. When they happy, you happy. Like, you feel it. And they not even your biological kid. It's true. It's a fact. And if you ain't a nanny, you won't understand that part. But if you a nanny, you understand. Reason number 5. You will be exposed to the best and worst parts of parenting. You see it all. The good, the bad, the ugly. Like we share on this channel. We share the good, the bad, and the ugly. And as a nanny, you see the good, the bad, and the ugly in parenting. Every parent style is different. Every nanny, every family you nanny for is going to be different. It's nothing going to be like your last family. And as a nanny, that's what you have to get out your mind. This family is different. This ain't my last family. Let me get this out my mind. Every parenting style is different. It may be similar to your last family, but it's still different from what they had before. You get exposed to the best and the worst, okay? Because there's going to be some parenting styles you're like, why in the world are you doing this? And then there's going to be some you're like, oh, let me put that in my brain for my babies. But you are exposed to a lot, you see a lot, and you see the good, the bad, and the ugly as a nanny, okay? Number 6, you will become personally invested in this job. Okay, y'all, like this is the biggest one. I didn't realize how personally, like how much you get invested in these jobs. You literally put your personal life on hold for the 8 hours to 12-hour shifts to 14 hours, whatever you do, to 24 hours. I don't know what some of y'all are doing as shifts, but whatever time you're at work, you literally give up your life as a nanny. For those 40 hours of the week. Those 40 hours of the week are dedicated to my family, and I'm literally thinking about them in those 48 hours. Don't get me wrong. I'm thinking about me in a lot of things because you have to take care of yourselves because remember, we're our own HR. But you also get personally invested into this job. Like, you are so invested because you have to be as a nanny. If you are not invested, then you ain't gonna be able to be a nanny. I mean, y'all, we literally live their life for the shift that you're there. I'm there for 12 hours, 2 different families. So we live their life. I live one life in half the day and another life in another half of the day. And it's an everyday thing. Then I come home and I live my life. Okay, but you just don't realize how personally invested you are in this job until you become a nanny. Like, I just didn't realize it until after I became it. You build such a strong like connection and unique bonds with these kids that sometimes you forget about your own life and worry about them, which is bad. And that's where self-care is so big in this industry. Self-care is so big in this industry because you do personally invest your time in these jobs. So you have to learn how to take care of yourself so you can continue to personally invest in these people. And I'm going to let y'all know right now, I'm in a need of a self-care day because I'm starting to get a little irritated about certain things where I'm investing too much of my time and I'm not investing anything else in me. So I am gonna take a couple days to myself here soon. Alrighty. We on number 7. They will ask you questions about your personal life, and they will always remember what your answers were. They will always remember your answers, okay? The babies, the parents, everyone in that household will remember everything about your life, okay? Because your life is a lot more interesting to them, okay? But I had to learn this the hard way, man. I used to tell my bosses everything. And then, like, I was like, I kind of like listened to a live one day, and I listened to somebody say, like, don't tell your boss everything, even though they tell us a lot of things they don't need to know about us. And that's the truth. Like, yes, I have shown them, prove to them that I'm a trustworthy person. I'm a good worker. But at the end of the day, my life is my life. They chose for me to be in their life that personally. I'm not choosing my bosses to be in my life personally. They don't need to know every single thing I do, okay? Because that is my life. I don't need to know every single thing they do. Unless, it's going to affect my job, then I need to know. But I don't need to know every single thing they need to know. They don't need to know when I went to the bathroom. They need to know I'm on, it's my period. They don't need to know all that. They don't need to know that I might be going to see a friend, or, they just don't need to know sometimes, y'all. And sometimes I get y'all caught up in y'all's little drama with your family because y'all tell too much. Yes, there is a point that you're gonna have to expose yourself and explain yourself, because you are working so closely with families, but they don't need to know everything. Okay, they don't need to know. So don't tell everybody about your personal life. Number 8, don't start something that you don't want to continue doing. Whew! Don't start something that you don't want to continue doing. If you didn't talk about that in your interview and it's not in your contract, then think about it before you do it. So I worked with the family part-time, and obviously my job was to really just take care of the kids. I didn't really have to clean the dishes. I didn't really have to do the laundry. So for the first couple weeks, y'all, I ain't gonna lie, I took advantage of that, because every family I had prior to that, they wanted me to clean the dishes, do the laundry, on top of taking care of the kids. But for this family, they was just strictly paying for me for the pay, working with the kids. So, the first week, girl, I left the bottles in the sink. There's laundry in the laundry room, left that in there. But after a while, and being a nanny and being a career nanny, I know this ain't the right typical job deal. So, I enjoyed my 2 weeks. And then, like, one day the mama was looking so stressed, y'all. Just, like, so stressed, as a nanny, like, you trying to ease their stress. So, I offered to help put the laundry up. And the next thing I know, baby, I'm doing the laundry every day. Every day I walk in, I'm doing laundry. So now I'm doing something that I'm not getting paid for, because that's not what was included on my contract. And my contract included just taking care of the kid. And that's what I'm getting paid for. I'm not getting paid for to take care of the kid plus the laundry, because now I'm about to add another $5, $10 to my pay, because you want me to do all this extra stuff now. So don't do something that you don't want to do, okay? I didn't want to do that. I just wanted to do it that one time. Now I got stuck doing it forever. So don't do something that you don't want to do. That's putting up the dishes. That's, saying you can pick up the dog. That is the littlest things. And those families are like, ooh, she did that. That means she could continue to do that. So let me stop doing it on my end. So she just continued to do it. And some of them, and a lot of them, they don't tell you like, okay, you can start doing that. No, they just expect it now because you did it. Okay. So learn from me. Do not start something that you do not want to continue. Okay. Number 9. They will assume you have no idea how to be a boss or what the rules are. And this is the truth. Do not fall for the trap. Do not fall for that trap. Do not fall for that trap. Remember, nannies are your own HR. You take care of yourself. You protect yourself. You are your own boss. Even though they are your bosses and they like to tell you what to do and, like how they like their house run. But at the end of the day, baby, you are your own boss as a nanny. That is the unique part about being a nanny. And that is something that I had to learn very quickly in this industry. You are your own boss, even though that they are your bosses. Even though we are W-2 workers, we are entrepreneurs at the same time. Because your nanny, your whatever you call yourself, I call myself the ANC nanny or the nanny announcements nanny. And that's my brand. That's me. That's my job. That's my job. Like that's my business. So that I am my own boss. You get to choose what families you want to be with, y'all. You get to choose what families you want to interview with. Even though you may be with an agency and they send you on an interview, you still can tell that agency, yeah, that ain't it. Yeah, that ain't it. Okay, so you are your own boss. So don't let these families think that you don't know nothing about being a boss. Because, baby, we are bosses. Okay, nannies are bosses, and you don't let them try to walk all over you, because, baby, I got walked on the first few years until I learned about this industry. Then I realized that, oh, nah. I'll tell y'all, like, I'm not afraid to tell my bosses anything. Like, I'm not afraid to come to them about nothing. I'm not afraid to speak my mind about something when I don't feel comfortable, because at the end of the day, they need me. Well, I do need them, but they need me more than I need them. Okay. And there's other families out there that say they don't like my response for something. Then so be it. Then peace. Gotta go. Because there's other families out there that are always going to need your help too. Okay. And last but not least, number 10. This goes back up with number 9. But you should be the boss. But you are the boss. You are the boss. I won't say it one more time. You are the boss. You are the boss when you're inside the house to that children. You are the boss when you're sitting down in interviews talking about contracts, because the family is going to come to you to a contract. Is going to bring you a contract that's going to protect themselves, but you're going to bring a contract that's going to protect yourself and their self, because remember, baby, you're the HR. If you can remember anything from this conversation that we had, you are your own HR as the nanny. Now, these tips, baby, I wish I would have known before I signed the dotted line on some of these contracts that I signed. I had to learn the hard way in a lot of my nanny experiences, and I know that a lot of nannies out there do the same. Sometimes in this industry, that's how you do learn. You learn, you live, and you learn in this industry. But also just exposing yourself and really getting involved in the industry is how you learn as well. That's how I learned. Like I told you, I've been a nanny for 4 years. But for a lot of people, they tell me that they're like, you only been a nanny for 4 years? I'm like, yeah. And they're like, no, you haven't. Like, you've been in this industry for a lot longer than that. And it's just because I got myself involved. I literally got myself involved year 1, because I walked into this industry and I knew that there was so much more to learn. It ain't just no regular job. I'm thinking it's going to be this easy peasy job. No, baby. Nanny ain't no easy peasy job. You have to learn this industry, and not only but at the same time, no one is teaching you that but yourself. You have to go out there and learn these things before you become a nanny, or you have to learn these things while you are a nanny, so you could become the best extraordinary nanny there is. There's lots of different resources out there. There's so many nannypreneurs out there that are educating you about this stuff and helping you get through these things. So if you're wanting to become a nanny, just know that it's not just no regular job. Yes, it has a lot of great benefits. Yes, it's one of the most rewarding jobs. But let me tell you all, it ain't for everybody. Okay? So comment down below something that you wish you would have known before you became a nanny. All right. And that is it, y'all. That is the juice for the week. 10 things I wish I would have known before the nanny. I want to hear it from you. Comment below. Tell me the one thing that you wish you would have known. As you're commenting, make sure you go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and that's the juice. I'll see y'all next Friday for another juicy episode of Nanny News. Bye, everyone. Have a wonderful week.